Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Repel's Home. And today I'm making a quick lunch. It's a Saturday here in Germany. And it fell down, sorry. I'm making a quick lunch. It's noodles with some bacon and cream. Yeah, so I wanted to bring you along. So let's get making it. Let's get started. So I have over here my bacon, and I've already cooked my noodle here. It's ready to be served, and I just thought I could share the process with you. This is one of the lovely recipes that my family, they love to eat this often in this house. So let's get started. Let's make it an amazing time. You can make this for your family. I have about 800 grams of bacon here, and I cooked 1 kilogram of noodles, and I have just about a tablespoon of oil in there. So I am, cooking the bacon a bit, and I think at this time, you want more? Great. My daughter is already eating the noodle, by the spaghetti. So by the time we are done, she'll be done with about 100 grams of it. Yeah, so at this point, it's looking really good. This is the diced bacon. So we are going to be adding chopped onions to it. Normally I add some, vegetables if I have frozen vegetables, but today I don't have that. So I am thinking maybe I'm going to use some canned peas. Let's see. Please give this like a thumbs up if you are enjoying it. If you want to see more live cook sessions, cook with me, exploring stores, yes, you are going to enjoy it. Okay, over here we keep it very simple. And I think I'm going to tell you a little bit about my plans for this year here on Repel's Home. It's basically going to be about, seasonal home stuff, going to IKEA together, seeing the items that they have available. We are also going to be showing you XXX Loot, which is an amazing, home and furniture shop here in Germany. We are also going to my beloved Segmula, and of course we will be going to Depot. So that's about the home stuff, and whenever I purchase new home stuff, I'll be sharing it with you. But of course, an amazing thing here on the channel which I am going to explore more is about travels, showing you hotels, breakfast, stuff at the buffet that they have at hotels. We are also going to be visiting some restaurants along the way, and of course showing you lovely places when it comes to museums, kids play, areas that you can go to whenever you travel. Please stick around. It's going to be an amazing year on the Repel's Home here. But if you want to see more food stuff here on this channel, just let me know. We can always have live cook with me sessions. You can leave your comments, type we want more food content here. And of course it's going to be live food sessions here on the channel. I don't think I'm going to make recorded food sessions here. It's going to be live, and yeah, we are going to enjoy it. So at this point, it's looking really good. This is how it's looking like. I'm waiting for the liquid, most of the liquid to evaporate, and then I'll add my heavy cream to it, and also our spices as well. Yeah, hello. So just look at that. It's looking beautiful. It's looking amazing already. Yeah. So we'll leave this on for a while. Let it simmer. Let it lose some vapor. And then I think I'm going to, we'll be adding some Parmesan to it. There's a Parmesan I have. I got this Parmesan, I think, from Rebate, and I got this one from Selgros. It's an amazing shop. And I'll be sharing, my Parmesan fell down, so I need to go down. I need to pick it up. Yeah, so this is it. This is the one I got from Selgros, and yeah, it's a simple Parmesan cheese. You can enjoy it with that as well. Adding your Parmesan cheese to this recipe makes it very, very delicious. Very delicious. I kid you not. So this is how it's looking already. It looks nice. Yeah, we are losing a lot of the oil. I'm going to get my heavy cream, so stick around. I need to go to my pantry to pick the heavy cream, so I'll be here in a minute. You see, I'm back. My pantry is not so far from my kitchen, so this is how we have. I also got this heavy cream. It's Schlagzahn. I got it from Selgros. We are going to pour enough into it. Usually, I use the smaller sizes that I get from Rive or from Kaufland or Lidl. But I got this one. Please do well to give your food a stir. I don't want it to get bent. Then I lower my heat a bit and give it a shake, and shake. Yeah. So we cut it up. If I see that you are very interested in my live cooking sessions, of course I'll come here, several times in a day to show you what I'm cooking. The dinner I'm cooking during the week, I'll share it with you. So please give this live session a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. And I'm going to be doing well to come here on the channel often to share with you what's for dinner, what's for snack. I love to cook. Cooking is my happy place. As my son asked me just a couple of days ago, Mommy, is cooking your happy place? Yes, it is. Whenever I cook for my family, my friends, even people I do not know, I get very excited about it. I pour out my heart into it. So yeah, this is it. This is our heavy cream. Just look at it. Ta-da! You mix it well and let it simmer. I'm pouring about 1 kilogram of the heavy cream into it, and we'll let it simmer for a while until it thickens up. We'll of course add our spices to this. So let me give this platform a little bit of cleanup. We have a little splashes of heavy cream here and there, but it's looking good already. Mix everything well together. Yeah. And we'll let it cook. Because you're on the live session, I'll increase the heat a bit and let it cook, but not too much. And another thing I love to do is baking. So yeah, this Christmas I baked Stollen, which is a lovely German Christmas delicacy. It's basically made with flour, with some almond flour as well, with a bit of yeast. It's beautiful, with some raisins, with candied lemons and candied orange. If you want to see that as well, type Stollen and we'll do that live and color it. Yeah, so this is it. We give it a very good mix. And at this point, I'll be adding some spices to it. I'm going to be adding some black pepper powder. Just enough. Oh, it's not coming. I think I'll add a bit more of the heavy cream because I love it to be very creamy when I'm eating it. So we added a little bit of black pepper powder. Of course, we'll add some white pepper powder as well over here. And then we are going to be adding some thyme. There we have it. We are adding some oregano. My oregano is getting finished. I have a new one here, so we'll add some oregano to it as well. There in comes here, Palchi. Non Palchi. My daughter wants some yogurt or Palchi. Okay, I'll give you Palchi. Let me quickly get Palchi for my daughter, and then we continue. Palchi is all done. Okay, I think you go to Papa to get Palchi for you, okay? Or you want Bear? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Good job. Yes, now that she has her Bärchen, we can also enjoy our cooking. So I added a little bit of the oregano. We add a little bit of oregano. Yeah, we are keeping it light, fresh, simple, and natural. And that's a traditional way of carrying babies, in Ghana. So you tie them up behind you, and then you wrap them with a cloth, and then you tuck them in, and they are very, very secure. It's an amazing thing to do. So you see, my daughter is comfortable behind me. Oh, and of course, I forgot to tell you that we'll be discussing motherhood as well when it comes to giving birth in Germany. I have some videos I recorded from last year. I think that will also be coming up on the channel. Yeah. Yeah, and of course we need our parsley. So we added, some thyme, some oregano. We are adding some parsley. Be generous with the parsley. It's really nice with this recipe. You mix everything well together, and of course we'll also be adding this seasoning, vegetable seasoning. It's really, really nice. It's used for making vegetable stock. Very delicious. So enough of that. I think I will be adding a little bit more of the heavy cream because noodle is quite a lot. So just a little bit more, maybe perhaps about 100 grams or 100 ml of it will be enough, and then some salt to taste. Keep in mind that this Gemüsebrühe that we added also has salt in there, so you need to taste it before. But I've been doing this for quite some time, so I'll add a little bit. More? Yeah, that's Mama. So that's good. I will add in a little bit of the heavy cream. I'm going to the pantry together, and then we'll get cooking. I'm back. I gave it a shake. Yeah. If you are just joining the live session, you are welcome. This is Raquel's home, and today we are making delicious noodle with, with some heavy cream. I think this cream is nice and enough now. Yeah, it's fine. Mama. Yeah, boo boo. There you go. One more. Good job. So I'll give it a taste. Delicious. Lekker. We'll let this season, simmer for a while. Let it evaporate, and then we will put in our Parmesan and introduce our noodle as well. And that is all. I'm thinking of adding some peas. I love to use the fresh peas, but today I don't have that available, the frozen one. So I am thinking of just adding 1 can of this, one of this canned of this canned peas. It is 200 grams with the liquid. I'm going to strain it, and then we pour it in. Without the liquid, it's 140 grams. So that's fine to have some greenery in there. We are going to enjoy it. Yummy in my belly. I would have loved to add some rosemary, but I don't have that available today, so we are doing it without rosemary in there. But I think it's still going to taste amazing. It already looks like a sea of spices with some meat in there. There's no fish. Yeah, it's looking beautiful. We'll increase our heat a bit. So in the meantime, as this is cooking, I'm going to strain this, and then we will have it ready to mix it up. Because this is ready to eat, I'm not going to, put it on fire for a long time. After introducing the noodle and, allow it to cook a bit, then we pour this in and we are ready to serve. This is how the pea looks, the peas looks like. If you are in Germany and you go to the store, it's simply Erbsen, and yeah, that's how it looks like. So this is ready to go into our food, but not yet, as I mentioned. It's very, just ready to eat. So set it aside to use later, and we'll give our sauce a good mix. Okay, so this is looking delicious. And wait for a few minutes, and then we'll add in Parmesan and allow this to cook for a while. So how is your year going so far? Have you made plans for your travels this year? What made you decide on where to visit? Are you going to be traveling every quarter, or is it going to be one huge travel for the entire year, perhaps in summer? Where are you going to? If you already know, please indicate it in the comment section below. And of course, if you have questions for me, also leave it in the comment section, and I'll do well to respond to you after the live session. Okay, so this is a good point at which we'll be adding our Parmesan. I have this which I used from the last time. I'm going to mix, grate a little bit in. And of course, when our food is done, we'll also put some Parmesan in there. You need it. It elevates the taste of this recipe, of the noodle. Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. Remember to mix it up. Although you have a lot of liquid in there, it's best to mix it up so that it doesn't get stuck at the bottom and start burning. And keep in mind, as you are adding your Parmesan, be tasting for the salt, because it also has a little bit of salt in there, so it's important to taste for it. Delicious. And that is simply, if you've eaten Jaeger sauce before, all that the sauce is missing is our mushrooms. You can add some mushroom to this, and you have your Jaeger sauce available to enjoy with some potatoes, or also, some hummus, which is fries. Amazing. And with some schnitzel as well, some fried, pork or slices of pork that is coated in some breadcrumbs, and it's amazing. Perhaps one of these days we should have a live session on that as well. Yummy. Look how creamy it looks. Yeah, see how creamy it looks. This is how it's looking. Very creamy, very yummy, very delicious. And I love the taste as well. Delicious. I'm washing my hands. as I mentioned, it's important to mix from time to time. A little bit more of a Parmesan in there will not be bad. Feel free with it, be very generous. Of course, Parmesan is a bit expensive, but you know, give yourself a treat sometimes when you are making this recipe. And if you remember, I told you that all I used for this recipe is just about a tablespoon of oil because of the quantity I'm making. Sometimes I use very tiny or no oil at all, but you don't need a lot of oil for this recipe. Keep that in mind. If you add oil to, you know, to fry your bacon, you know, bacon has a lot of oil content, so you don't need a lot of oil to fry it in. It's going to be very oily, and you do not want to have that when it comes to the risk related to your health. You don't want to have it so oily. So my daughter is sleeping. I'm going to put in my noodle at this point. That's what our noodle is looking like. We are going to let it simmer in the sauce so that it can soak it up. Oops. So it's important to lower your heat because you do not want to tamper with your noodle at this point so that it breaks apart. Keep that in mind because it's going to keep cooking for a while. You don't have to allow it to overcook. You need to cook it al dente. So you think our sauce is so much, it's not a lot. You'll notice that our noodle is going to soak it up. Mix it up, soak it up, let it soak up. You do not have to go to the restaurant to order a bowl of this. You know, it's quite expensive when you go out to get it. Once in a while, you can give yourself a treat, but it's so beautiful that you can make it yourself at home. It's amazing. So as we are cooking, I'm also sharing my life with you as a mother, tying her baby behind her. And once the baby sleeps, you put her hands in and you tie it up. Like so. Then she's secured with her neck, not, you know, moving and wiggling around. So that's how we make it in Ghana. Yeah, so it will be nice to know what food are you making today in your home and where are you coming from. Yeah, so if you just joined this live session, I am making noodles with some cream and bacon. Yeah, noodles with cream and bacon. I used some heavy cream for, I started off with, you know, cooking the bacon a bit, and then I added some chopped onions. Then I added my heavy cream. After adding the heavy cream, I added some black pepper powder, some white pepper powder, some oregano. We also have some thyme in there, and parsley. I do not have, you know, rosemary around. I would have added a bit of that as well. And then we made it simmer for a while, and then we added Parmesan cheese. And we introduced our cooked noodle into it. As I mentioned earlier, it's best if you cook the noodle to, you know, al dente, not so soft, not so hard, because it's going to cook here a bit. So, and if children are cooking, you need to keep, are going to eat with you, you need to keep that in mind as well. And just look at how creamy, beautiful, lovely, classy it looks. Yummy, yummy. If you want to see any other recipe on this channel, you know, live sessions, over here I'm not going to put recorded sessions here. If you are interested in recorded food sessions, Yes, I'll be glad if you check out my other channel. It's a food channel. It's called Leka Treats. That's where I have a lot of my recipes. But this is for this channel. If you are interested in seeing food content here, then it's going to be live sessions. So please do well. We can be cooking, we can be, baking. I love to bake as well, and we can be having such sessions within the week, and of course during the weekends, anytime that I see that you have interest in. We'll be doing that here on the channel. If you're enjoying the live session, give this live session a thumbs up, and yeah. So we are basically almost done. We let it simmer for a while, then we add our green peas. Normally I add some frozen, vegetables to it, and I add it at the stage where I've added all my spices in, and then I allow the frozen veggies to cook together with the sauce before I introduce my noodle. But today I don't have that available, so I just strained, I have one can of Epsom, which is peas. Here it's ready to eat, so I'm not going to, I'm just waiting for a while, then put this in, and then we are ready to serve. So that is it. Not a lot to do with this recipe. I do this, I'm really busy within the week, and this is one of the dinner that we come home to, or my kids, enjoy during the week. It's very easy to do. You can make this food under 30 minutes and you are good to go. It's really healthy, especially when you add your frozen veggies to it, and you are serving your family nutritious meal in a very short amount of time when you are super tight and busy within the week. You give them fresh meals cooked at home without spending much time. So that is it. We are going to be adding our peas now, and then we let it sit for a while, dish it out, and enjoy. So in comes our peas. Just look at the pop of color we are having adding our peas. It's very, very nice when you have some fresh frozen peas with some carrots in there. It's beautiful. It's really nice. I think next time we should do that as well. You are going to enjoy it. So in the voice of one of my kids, all done, all done. This food is all done, ready to be served. I'll bring a plate, and we are going to plate one portion of it, and you see how we enjoy it with the Parmesan on top. And I'll of course do some tasting here and there and tell you how it went, basically. So we have our plate here, and we are going to portion out, So as it's all done, we are putting it off. Remember to turn it off, and then you dish out. Yummy, delicious. Every spoon comes out with, an adjective. Beautiful. And one more. Yeah. Goodness. Look at that. Just look at that. We need some Parmesan on there. We are going to put some Parmesan on there. And yeah. I hope you can see me putting the Parmesan on. Let me bring it to this side a bit. Yeah. Good. I'll show you in case you do not see clearly. I'll just show you how it's looking. I'll pick it up and show you once I'm done. But yeah, I'm just basically grating some Parmesan onto the food that we are about to serve. It's beautiful when you use a smaller section of your grater, and it gives it a beautiful look. Beautiful look. Beautiful look. If you have some freshly chopped, parsley, you can sprinkle some on top. You can let it rain, parsley, and you are all done. So that's how it's looking. Just look at that. Is this not beautiful? Is this not what you pay a lot for in your favorite Italian restaurant? Just look at that. Simple, delicious, and lekker. Homemade. You don't pay so much for this. Delicious. I need to taste it, okay? Let me get my my fork. But before I taste it, I'll also get some water with my water dispenser. I haven't given you a video on this here on the channel. It will come up soon. Perhaps we'll have a live session to discuss this water dispenser. It's the Osmo Fresh Fusion Air. It gives you, I think we'll talk about it later, but let me get some water, a glass of water at the side, and then I give it a taste, okay? Yeah. Waiting to taste it. Yeah, so now that my water is ready, I'm just going to sip, just like just as they do on the TV shows. You get food and you have some judges there. I'm going to sip a bit of water and then I taste it to ensure that everything is, going well. All done. Now we have to give it a taste. This is how our food is looking like. You mix it up with a bit of fresh Parmesan, and then you dig it in, and super delicious. A1. Delicious. Simply irresistible. Just look at that. Look at that. Look at that goodness. Is this not yummy? I cannot wait for you to try this recipe out and share with me on this channel. A1. I think we need to end the session. If you want to see what I'm making for dinner and you want to see a lot of live cooking sessions, please do well and indicate it in the comment section. I'll see you again on our next live session. Yeah. It is bye for now.